Hey, Coach Peggy here, taking you through your bar workout, starting with regular squats today. Shocker, I know, but we are adding a hip hinge. So regular squat, right, all the way down, lifts up, down, and up. Okay, then we're going to add a side leg lift, squat, leg lift. Okay, then from there, you're just going to stay on one side, take a lunge back. Okay, you're going to lunge, leg lift. Lunge, squeeze your glutes, lift your leg. Okay, do the same exact thing on the other side. Go lunge to a lift. Then walk it out, going straight into thigh work. So we're going to come down to the ground today, do something a little bit different. We're going to use the band, right? At Citrus Heights, we have a little bit bigger ones, but we tie them off into knots. So they're about knee width if you're opening up, like hip width, right? Put those over your knees, okay, right on top. Kind of flatten it out. And then we're going to go into similar to a booty position. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit confusing for a lot of veterans who might think they know what we're going to be working here, but it is not going to be the glutes. It is going to be the thighs. Okay, so much like a 90-90 position, we're just going to move our knees to a diagonal. So I like to cue the knees to the top of the mat. Okay, they're going to come off diagonal from the hip. Now, taking care of our upper body, right? We're going to come down to forearm, making sure we don't release the rib cage down. Right, we're going to pull that side up, keeping that corset nice and tight. Use that other hand to lean forward. Okay. Now, if we were just to start doing our clams, the instant driver is the glutes, okay? What I want you to concentrate, or tell them to concentrate on, is using the outer thighs to do the movement, right? So they're pushing it open with the outer thigh, and then releasing it down ever so slowly, right? No gravity here. Don't let the band snap them back down. Open and close. You're gonna hold it open, do tiny little lifts at the top, keeping that side cage up. Hold that lift, hold the lift, and then release it down, moving on. Bottom leg is going to come out to a diagonal. Okay, top leg is just going to come open. Alright, so the top foot's going to go flat on the ground, pushing that knee open, finding tension here. Okay, now, really tricky spot to find is going to be our inner thighs. Okay, so holding that restriction. Right? Lift the bottom leg, push it back down. Right? Lift and lower. Try and hover right over the ground. Lift and hover. Okay? You're going to hold it at whatever challenge level they want. Then tiny little lifts. Inner thigh work. Right? All up here. Hold the lift at the top. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then release it down. We'll come on up. Switch sides. Do the same exact thing. Pull up out of the rib cage. Concentrate it into the thighs, not the glute. Open and close. Right, going through the whole entire thing. Okay, coming up to feet for the second set. We're going to keep the band, but it's going to go around your ankles at this point. And I would pull them over to the bar if they're not there already. Right, but pull them over to the bar so that they can have a little bit of a balance assistance, right? So we're going to walk the feet out so they can stay nice and taut with that rubber band. Okay, much like our chair warm-up we've done before, and we're going to be moving one leg. Okay, this is going to feel a lot of glutes. Right, but really try to concentrate it more into the quads, right? So, starting with parallel, right, tuck your tailbone underneath you, okay, put one hand on the hip, take a seat down, right, finding a chair. So this is where they're going to be able to hold on, okay? So from here, you're going to shift your weight toward the leg closest to the bar. You're just going to take the foot out, in, side, and back. Okay, go front, side, back. Instantly, you'll start to feel that standing leg start to fire up. This is exactly what you want. Keep the tension, keep the control. Okay. Then, next one, you're just going to add a lift in the back. Okay, so you still do the same things. Hold the back at a lift, then go center, front, center, side, center, back at the lift. Right? Then from there, right, back to parallel. The outside leg, right? It's just going to lift to the side, drop down, lift, down. Hold it there. Hold it, tiny little lifts. Hold that lift, hold it, big fire up to that standing leg, and then release it down, release it out, walk those legs. Right, you'll flip around, do the same exact thing, tuck the tailbone, take a seat down, shift your way over, start around the world. Okay? Same whole series on that side. Then, we're going to go take the band off. We're going to go into a wide second. They can have one hand on the bar still. Other hand can be right on the hip. Okay, walking the feet out. Nice wide second. Making sure to take the tailbone underneath you. It's not a tuck. It's just heavy downward, right? So imagine you have a weight and it's just pulling it downward so it's nice and tight. Okay, so rather than here with the open back, right? Just make your tailbone heavy so that it locks it down. So from there, that starting position, this is not going to be the same sensation as the last set, okay? What this is going to work is loosening of the hips and the inner thighs. Super important to say that because they're going to be like, I don't feel it like I felt the last set, right? But that's perfectly fine because we're working a different way, right? Same type of concept, staying within the ballet theory, but just adding a different type of strength building, right? Being flexible. So come down, lift up. Just a plie. And a big lift. Down, lift up. Down in two, and then up in two. So nice and slow. You're going to add a pulse at the bottom, and then a slow lift up. Come down, two, slow, three. Down, two, up, three, and four. Right? Down, 2, 3, 4. You're going to hold the next one down. Lift your right heel, press down. Tiny presses. Hold it down, you're going to switch heels. Press it down. Okay, then pedal the feet, staying low. Both heels up, press down, final hold, come up, drop your heels, walk it out. Yeah. Okay, moving on to your last set of, no, that was your last set of thigh work. So you're going into stretching, okay? So make sure you stretch out those quads, get the hip flexors, all the good stuff. Hamstrings too. Okay, moving on into core work. We're going to do something a little bit different today with core. We're going to hold on to one of the hand weights. Right? We're going to do a standing core. So let me back up a little. Okay, so we're going to start with the weight up above our head. Oh, still kind of can't see me. There we go. So weight is going to be up above your head, but in order for this to work, you really have to concentrate the movement from your obliques. Okay, so if I just stand here with my standing rainbow crunches, right, if I just pull it up and over, I can instantly feel my obliques. Okay, we're going to add a little bit more to it. We're going to add a little pivot towards. Okay, raise in the center, and push it up and over. Okay, then the next one, you're going to go into wood chops, right? So you're going to put one leg back diagonally, other arms up diagonally in front. Then you're going to twist towards you, pull the knee raise. Okay, if that is too much, you would just come in front and twist. Right? Do Do the same thing on the other side. Pull it over, reach, pull, reach. And then you're going to walk your feet out into a wide second. Plie down. Okay, you can do this with or without a weight. You're just going to put it, don't rest it on the head, but just hold it above the head. If you don't want to hold on to a weight, you just put your hands over, right? Holding on to a weight, holding your comfortable plie, lean over, then come up. Other side. Over and up. Okay, you'll hold one side, tiny little presses down. Holding a strong core, then come up. Same thing other side. Then come up. Release it out. Big deep breath, big stretches. Okay, so with this next set of core work, options are limitless, right? So for more of a challenge, we're going to put the ball underneath the meaty part of the low back. So the booty is going to be elevated up, right? Show you what that looks like. Here. Okay, so our starting position is going to be a bicycle, so you would end up here. I would encourage to start here to feel how you have to hold that core in tight to make sure you don't fall off of the ball, right? If they are like, oh no, this is not happening, just take the ball out. Okay, it can go underneath their neck. Okay, making sure though that instead of here, they tuck their tailbone up and under. So again, they would start here, here. Okay, so you're going to find a slow bicycle, whatever level you're at. I will show you on the ball though. Okay, so finding slow switch of the bicycle. You're going to hold a switch, right? Tiny little tucks up, tuck. Tiny tucks. Okay, you'll release it out, little tucks. Okay, then pull both knees in, left leg only, go out, pull it in. Hold it out, other leg, out and in. Both legs together, out, in. Okay, hold it out, final hold, then release it out, take the ball out. Okay? That entire set can be done on or off the ball. So if encourage the challenge, but if it's not happening for them, if they have any sort of back pain, take the ball out, put it under the neck, and just have them follow along at the exact same pace. Okay, so closing that out with some cat and cow stretch, you can go into cobra for a little bit more.